Is up, Niner gang? Hope everybody's doing good after we just got a victory. Let me turn off. I always forget to turn off my notifications, man. Jeez. Sorry about that. Yeah, guys, 49ers get a victory tonight on Sunday Night Football the way they should have. And I'm glad for the win, man, definitely. But wasn't in the fashion that I expected. I did expect a blowout. I think the 49ers did a lot better in the second half. So that was good. All the adjustments that were made. And let's see if you guys can hear me a little bit better. Trying to keep the mic down low a little bit so that you guys can't hear all the noise going on in the background. My kids are going crazy tonight. But yeah, like I said, I want to know everybody's thoughts on the game today. But we got Brian Culp in here saying, "What up, faithful? Hey, bro, hope you're having a great night. Hope you're feeling good about what the 49ers did today, the performance they put on the field. And yeah, just overall, hope you're having a great night. And this guy too. What up, David McNew, bro? Hope you're doing good. Uh, if you guys have any thoughts you guys want to share, I do have the call-in link in the comments, guys. So that'd be dope to have you guys in. Definitely would love to hear what you guys have to say. I'm just gonna go off rip. I don't have too many notes or anything like that. So just give pretty much my initial feelings, my actual reaction to the game. Like I said to begin with, we did come out with the running game was looking pretty damn good outside of a few stuffs where we did get stuffed a couple times or a couple penalties. And so that sucked. But outside of that, the running game was pretty damn good. Both Elijah Mitchell and McCaffrey were, getting 9-yard runs pretty much at will. So it was pretty beautiful, man. And one thought that I had too as well was CMC and Elijah Mitchell. They almost look like twins, man. Different skin tones, but just their stature and the way they run the ball is very similar. It looks like now. We'll have to see how good of a catcher Elijah Mitchell's going to be down the stretch. Definitely going to have to incorporate him in some more play action and stuff like that. But we got Romello in here. Romello Bell says, "What's going on, brother? Hey, hope you're having a great night. Hope you're feeling good after that victory. And thank you for tuning in. I really do appreciate it, all you guys. Like I said, if anybody wants to call in, but please, everybody, shut down the comments right now on the live chat, or anybody who's tuning in post live, please leave a like and please subscribe if you're not subscribed. Turn on the bell notification for all notifications. We got my brother from another mother in here. His name is David McNew. So drum roll, please, everybody. I think he's ready to go, right? All right, let's get him going. Yo, hey man, we got a victory, so I'm feeling great. That's the way you come out of a bye week, man.
It really is. I mean, I kind of look at it like, did we get too relaxed in the bye week? I mean,
I think what happened was, and something pretty typical of it is like,
sorry,
when you come out,
he was at the game.
Yeah, I was at the game and I got to meet some of the players.
Hell yeah, man! I was about to say,
I got to take a picture with Ufanga.
Woo!
And Banks.
Damn, bro.
And Zaire.
Did you tell
Jennings? Juan Jennings.
Juan Jennings?
Yep.
Hey, that's what's up, man. Did you tell Did you tell Aaron Banks to line up with you one-on-one?
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. Did you get any autographs?
Not in the autographs. Got pictures.
Okay, that's what's up. That's almost better, man. That's what's up, dude. I was like, man, Corey's coming home late. He must have hung out with the players or something. That's dope, man. You gotta post up some of your pictures and put them so we can put them up on the live stream. That'd be badass, man. Or even, you know what? Make it into a thumbnail. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
What'd you think of the game today, Corey?
Huh?
What'd you think of the game today?
I enjoyed it. I was first got there. When I got there, I was like, man, no, we're not We not play like we come from a bye week. I can't stand this because we were like missed a play, messing up in the first quarter and stuff, and I'm like, oh, I hope we don't blow this one.
I felt that, man. Now, I feel you. What do you think, David?
Well, I was after the first quarter, I was going like, what happened here? You know, we played the Rams. We like we have fire lit. You know, and now it's like all of a sudden here we are playing the other LA team, and they're missing all their starting wide receivers. They're missing. I'm sitting there like, what is going on? And it's kind of like I think we get on a roll from playing, and when we take that bye week, it's kind of I honestly think it kind of messes us up. We needed the bye week to get healthy, but now here we are. We got our feet wet. We beat LA. We own LA. We own LA. We beat the Rams twice. We beat the Chargers. We own LA. And you know, now it's like now we got them pesky red chickens. So and they might, and you know, Kyler Murray's hurt. They might be starting Colt McCoy. I'm going, oh no, not again. Start Kyler Murray.
Oh my God. Oh my God. We better not have a repeat of last year, man. If we have to face, yeah, jeez. But what was that?
I heard.
Oh, I don't know. I know Kyler Murray is. I don't know about Colt McCoy. We got to check up on that. Brian, do you want to be our fact checker real quick? See if Colt McCoy got hurt. That'd be dope.
No, Colt McCoy didn't. But it was. It's just the fact that you know he started against us and beat us like bad. It wasn't even a close game. It was sad to watch.
Yeah.
I remember CG was at that game, and I was talking all kinds of smack to him. I'm like, "You're the bad luck guy. Quit going to games." That's what I was telling him.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I feel it, man. And you know what? Like to begin last year, you know, Kittle, he drops the fumble after that nice reception, kind of like the Ayuk one today, and that kind of shot us in the foot because we're heading on a good drive, starting the game out good against Colt McCoy, and so yeah, it just kind of unraveled from there. It seems like this team, once something goes bad, they let it unravel a lot of things. So yeah, we not to get too much into the Cardinals, but yeah, definitely got to start out strong in that one, and hopefully all the rust from the bye week is shaken off. And it seems like this year we're kind of a second half team as far as in game, you know, first half, second half of the game. Seems like the 49ers are more of a second half team this year.
Well, think about last season. We started 3-5. I'm thinking we're a second half team when it comes to the season.
Yeah, that too.
So I mean, you know, we started out 3-5. This year we're one game up on that. We're 4-4. I look at our schedule coming up, and there's a game that very much concerns me, and that's because they've done everything they can do to make the team better to make a run this year.
Seahawks?
That's the Dolphins.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was actually checking some stats.
Dolphins.
I was checking some rankings a little while ago just by mistake. Just by an accident, I found some rankings, and you know, the 49ers are kind of middle of the pack in most rankings, you know, 17th, 15th. But Miami, out of 5 categories, is first. They're leading 3 out of 5 categories in the NFL. That's passing, receiving. Yeah, passing, receiving, and first downs. So it's not even the run game.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a little worrisome. What do you think, Corey?
If you think about it, you know, look at what they did. They traded for who is it? Bradley Chubb, the pass rusher from Denver.
Yeah.
They traded for Jeff Wilson Jr.
Hmm.
And I thought they made one more move that might be escaping my mind before the trade deadline.
Well,
But
they got rid of their quarterback for Chubb. I mean, not their quarter. Did I say quarterback?
you said I think you meant corner.
No, I meant running back. I don't know if I said quarterback. But yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, actually, we got maybe some breaking news here. Brian Culp says I think Colt McCoy hurt his leg. So you know what? That might be a post-game thing where
I
David
would
McNew
rather
maybe.
play against Kyler Murray. I would rather play against Kyler Murray. Just
Yeah,
because his track record against the Niners isn't that good.
did you hear me talking about it on Jay and the Bays live stream?
I think so.
Yeah, I
I
was
think so.
saying how.
I've been double fisting streams all night.
Yeah, yeah. You know how like, for example, Justin Herbert was having some good rushing today, and struggle against that. So I was talking about how Kyler Murray. That might be something to worry about, but I do love that he runs backwards for 20 yards and gets sacked. So it might be give and take there. I don't know. But yeah, that's the thing about playing Kyler Murray. I love that he runs backwards. Great for us. What do you think, Corey? You got any thoughts?
Say it again. I couldn't hear you.
I said, what do you think, Corey? You got any thoughts?
I'll be going live tomorrow. So
Yeah. I meant thoughts on the game.
So Zach Ertz got carted off the field. They're going to be doing tests on him.
Taking off? Are you taking off, Corey?
Yeah.
All right, brother. Get home safe, man. Glad you had a good time today,
good
man.
night, Corey.
Congrats on the Patriots. That's badass, man. Take care. All right. Brian says the Arizona Cardinals currently have third string quarterback Trace McSorley. So Trace McSorley, whoever exactly who. But I mean, I guess Brian's got the news here then, man. Thanks, Brian.
Well, right now I'm looking at a report that says Zach Ertz. Well, I didn't know that Zach Ertz was carted off the field in the first quarter in a leg brace. So that's probably bad for him,
Yeah.
And this also says that Colt McCoy is also going to be going in to have his knee checked out.
MRI.
He was injured midway through the third quarter, finished the game.
Yeah.
But they like wrapped his knee before he went back in.
Dang. But I think Kyler Murray's expected to play next week anyways. So I think either way we were going to face Kyler Murray. I'm
okay with that. I mean, they're still missing all kinds of they're still missing like Hollywood Brown. I mean, their defense, they have Buda Baker, and I don't actually know who else on their defense. They didn't do much to improve their team this offseason. They lost players, but it's like they didn't take big steps to replace them. They have J.J. Watt. They do have J.J. Watt. And if he lines up over on McGlinchey's side, he's probably going to get some QB pressures.
They got Jones, don't they?
Chandler Jones signed with the Raiders?
Yeah, that's what it was. Okay, shit.
I think it was the Raiders.
Did you get to watch you watched the full game then, right? Cardinals Rams?
I didn't. I was on one of my friends he's a Cardinals fan. I was on one of his streams talking to him, and he's just like, he's sitting there like, I can't believe we're winning. But I mean, they didn't have Matthew Stafford.
It was Colt McCoy against a nobody. I mean, look at I was pretty damn surprised when Justin Herbert went out for a little while and their backup came in and he was just, oh my God, the step down that was. How was that guy a backup in the NFL, dude? That's crazy to me. I was like, man, I could have done way better than that myself. I don't even know the damn playbook. Overthrow a receiver. Oh my God, to the left in a screen pass. Come on, bro, you suck. That's
Well,
crazy.
there's all kinds of. Well, if we're talking about Jimmy G here, he always seems to do something that makes you go, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
And that's something he's good at. But at the same time, he did okay this game. He was 19 for 28 for 240 yards. I don't think he had a touchdown.
No, he definitely had a touchdown, but Ayuk dropped it. I think Jimmy Garoppolo did damn good in this game, man. He took some licks, bro. But hey, real quick, CG, what's up, bro? Hope you're doing good tonight, man. Good to see you in here. Thank you very much. But yeah, man, I think Jimmy Garoppolo did damn good, and we could go back and forth about it if you want. He threw that pass to Ayuk that should have been a touchdown. Ayuk caught it with his chest, or he didn't catch it, but he tried to catch it with his chest instead of his hands. That's day one receiver shit right there that you have to execute. So yeah, man, that's pretty ridiculous.
Okay, so he didn't have a TD, but he didn't have an INT, so that's the important thing.
Yeah,
Or any
and
fumbles. But he
10.
was 19 for 28 for 240 yards. That's pretty good.
Did you
It's
guys see
pretty
the
good.
stat? Did you guys see the stat in the post game interview?
Mm-mm.
So the 49ers with Jimmy Garoppolo are 10-2 when he doesn't throw a touchdown.
When he
That's crazy.
doesn't,
When he doesn't throw a touchdown.
wow.
10-2.
Okay, he did have a touchdown. I'm going to correct myself here. It's in the rushing category.
That's a rushing touchdown. Yeah.
So I think I don't know if it was that QB sneak wasn't that a QB
Yeah.
sneak?
Yeah, it was a QB sneak. It was I think that was the one they set it up with the Debo Samuel motion in the backfield. I think that's what it was. Or maybe that was a fourth down. But yeah, that was I was talking on Celts Chronicles live stream of the game during the game. I was like, man, we need to see more elite quarterback sneaks. That elite aspect of Jimmy Garoppolo's game that he has in the quarterback sneak aspect on fourth downs. And sure enough, we got to see it today. So that was dope, man. I love it, and we got to see it for a touchdown too. Underrated.
Hey, we got Jordan Willis back.
Yeah, Jordan Willis.
Don't know if he's not an interior lineman though. I wish he was.
CG says Colt McCoy kicked our ass last year. I was at the game. My God. Yeah, hey, David was just talking
Remember,
about that, bro.
I was just saying CG was at that game, right?
CG was bad luck. He ruined the game for us.
That's what I was telling. That's what I was telling him.
Damn it, CG. But yeah, Brian Culp, yeah, the correction there is that when Jimmy Garoppolo doesn't throw for a touchdown, we are 10-2, the 49ers. But let me see. Let me see if we got any questions real quick. Doing well. Keep grinding, fam. Hey, hell yeah, bro. For sure, man. Glad you're doing good. Ayuk had the ball, hit his hands, SMH. Hey, but Brian, this is the thing. He had it hit his chest too. You're not supposed to catch a ball with your chest as a wide receiver. You're taught. It's called this diamond right here, this triangle, whatever diamond you want to call it. This is what you do. Boom. Don't matter where the ball is. This is what you do. Shoot your hands out and catch the ball. Not this, because then you have the opportunity for it to bounce off your chest. So yeah, that was totally on Ayuk, man. What's up?
Well, we didn't return a punt. Apparently, there's no stats there at all.
Yeah, I know Ray returned one punt, man. And real quick, actually, man. Okay, Brian said it, the QB sneak, but dude, I love the throw from Jimmy Garoppolo on the run, on the move to the right, throws a beautiful pass off script to Ray McLeod right in the breadbasket. That was beautiful, man. Beautiful stuff. And I know I'm hounding Brandon Ayuk about the drop touchdown, man, but outside of that, and the unavoidable fumble, that was just perfect, man, by both defenders for one to spin him around like that and the other one to hit the ball with his helmet perfectly is, oh my God. That was a perfect storm right there. The stars aligned for them. So outside of the drop touchdown and the fumble, which was pretty unavoidable, can't blame him too much for that. Ayuk was super solid for us in this game, man. He's looking like that wide receiver one, and Debo Samuel still looking very lackluster, man. So,
Dude, so Debo had 2 catches for 24 yards. Brandon Ayuk had 6 for 84. Juwan Jennings is our second place guy, 4 for 40, and Christian McCaffrey 4 for 39.
hey, Juwan Jennings was a clutch motherfucker today, man. That was nice. Glad
Dang,
to see
Eli
him.
Mitchell, dude, his first game back, 18 for 89, 4.9 average.
18. What
Rushing.
about, yeah, Elijah Mitchell? I'm curious what they start to do with him in the pass game too. I want to see him mixed in there a little bit to kind of throw some teams off too. And with how good the run was working, why aren't we doing any flea flickers?
That's a good question.
Right. We're
Dang.
we're
Okay.
gashing them.
We dominated the time of possession, 36:59, so basically 37 minutes. And they had it 23. 22 first downs for us, 12 for them. Third down efficiency, they were 6 for 16, which ain't great, ain't bad. That's kind of a little bit on the lower side. We were 9 for 17, so that's good. Fourth down, 1 for 1, 0 for 1. Man, how did... And it says they had 1 penalty for 5 yards. And I'm going to be honest with you. So there were... I'm just trying to think here. So there was an offsides that was missed. Debo Samuel's face mask, that was missed.
Yeah, what the hell, man? I'm glad you caught that.
I mean, I don't count how many times Nick Bosa gets held in a game because I figure that's pointless. Because they don't ever seem to call that.
Yeah,
but
seriously.
I mean, their offensive line false started. I saw 2. So that's, and they're offsides. They should have had 5 penalties. I don't know why they didn't. And for whatever reason, I mean, we're at home. It's a home game. We should be getting favored in some sort of way, but that's not what I saw,
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm biased. I'm a 49er fan, but that's still not what I saw, right?
Yeah. Well, it's stuff that
like,
we're seeing, clear as day, and the refs are paid to see this stuff. So yeah, I understand, man.
And there's many refs on the field. It's like not one of them saw that. Like the face mask. It's not, like the guy turned him with it. How did they not see that?
Yeah, it's not. You don't,
3 or 4 refs that probably saw that.
You don't have too many bodies there to where that's an excuse. So that was in pretty open field. But Brian says, I'm talking about the one at the end. Ayuk cut inside slant and was going low. He has to get that. I don't remember that one, but I know he had a lot of slants in this game, man. So I think
this was in the end zone. Ayuk was going to his left, facing back at Jimmy, and Jimmy threw the ball, but it was like right here.
Touchdown.
Or
no,
the screen's got me backwards. Bro. So I'm gonna say it was like right here because that's accurate, and it was catchable. It was catchable. You know what I mean? If Jimmy would have thrown it slightly just a hair to the right, then it would have been like right here. But either way, it was right here and it was catchable. So I can't blame that on Jimmy. I'm going to have to blame that on Aya.
100%, man. And you can catch all day in the middle of the field, all this stuff. It's great, right? But if you're not making the money catches, you're not going to get the big contracts. So, BA, I'm sure that's something he's going to correct. He's really good. And I think that was just a clumsy mistake. So, I don't expect too much more of that. But we got Flave in the house. He says, at Wolf, clutch Jimmy on the sideline to BA. Yeah, actually, yeah. See, and that was another one where Brandon Ayuk tried to catch it with his chest. I didn't understand that, but I'm glad he caught it that time because he had a defender strapped right on him, man. So that was a beautiful pass. Dime on the run to Ray Ray that we just talked about, running to the right on the move. That was beautiful, man. I'm talking dude, I'm seeing it from 2017. Garoppolo's just he seems to get better and better this year for whatever reason. It's super crazy to me. Anyone who still can't see it, see what this guy does to win
He
games is
also did
insane.
some. Oh, you're good. Sorry, buddy. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna finish reading his comment real quick. Anyone who still can't see what this guy does to win games is insane. Yeah, man. But see, here's the thing. A lot of his critics, I understand because they're going judged off before, but I feel like those same people are being closed-minded to what's going on this year. And so, you gotta take the good with the good and the bad with the bad. So when he's doing bad, I can understand the criticism, but when he's doing good, give him his damn flowers. So 100%, man. What he's doing to win games right now, and we talked about how Brandon Ayuk
Hey,
let him down with a touchdown, but yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
we have an excellent winning record when Jimmy G doesn't throw an INT, though. I'll say that.
Yeah,
Just
when he does,
on a positive note, we do.
yeah,
When he doesn't throw INTs or doesn't turn the ball over, we win a lot of games. You know.
yeah, yeah,
But today I saw him throw the ball away. This is so important. It's not funny. He didn't try to force it into triple coverage. He threw it away. I was going, yes.
You said
You know what I mean?
what?
I was like, yes, he didn't throw it into triple coverage. You know, I don't
Yeah,
hate Jimmy G, but look, I've said this many times. I saw Joe Montana and Steve Young play. You know, and
yeah,
Jimmy G just he's not at that level. You know what I
yeah,
mean? But he's pretty good, and with all the weapons he has around him, he should be doing really good. You know,
yeah.
he really should. And I'm just hoping that he seems to get hurt every year. Things happen, except for 2019. That was his best year. He was healthy. But I'm hoping that he keeps playing good. I'm hoping that he I occasionally see a long bomb out of him, and you've never seen him do that.
Yeah,
So,
we didn't
but
really see it in this game.
this
So
year he's trying to prove that he can throw
yeah,
deep. So, um, but we still haven't seen anything from Danny Gray, our speedster, yet,
yeah,
which
man.
kind of blows my mind a little bit. I mean, we could design like a jet sweep, an end around.
Same thing for Ray.
There are things we can do with the kid, but I don't know why Kyle's not doing it.
Yeah, it's the same thing for Ray Ray, man. All this hype we were hearing in training camp about those guys being weapons in the offense, we haven't seen it at all, man. But it was really beautiful the way Ray Ray and Garoppolo kind of communicated with the eye contact on that pass to the when Jimmy moved to his right because um, I don't know if you saw it, but at first Ray Ray stopped in his route and then he's like, okay, this is off script. So he took off again and him and Jimmy were on the same page. So that was dope. I love to see that. But yeah, let's see some end arounds, some jet sweeps, something, man. And Brian's talking about some bad passes and good passes from Jimmy G today.
Yeah.
I didn't really see any bad passes outside of the one that was supposed to be a screen to Debo that was thrown a little high. That's the only one that comes to mind. But of course, I got bad memories. So
Well, I
uh,
mean, Justin Herbert, right? Here he is, everyone's like, oh, he's a really good QB. So what I saw our defense doing was whenever they would get pressure on him, they would be getting close to him. He's about to throw the ball. He would make a bad pass. So
Wait,
and
say that.
Jimmy honestly does the same thing though. If someone's on him and he'll throw it, and typically it's not a very accurate pass because he's kind of rushing it,
Uh,
but at the same time, he did not turn the ball over. So as long as he don't turn the ball over, we're gonna win the game.
I love it, man. But he's executing, and I was thinking about it too. I was because I loved what I saw from Trey Lance before, but my big question mark with Trey Lance is, can he navigate down the field like Jimmy Garoppolo does, right? I forget the word for it right now, but basically, march down the field like Jimmy does. Can he execute in that way? I'm curious to see. I know we get the explosive plays out of him, and we get the off script stuff with being able to scramble for a lot of yardage. 4th and 12, and he gets a first down with his legs. So I love that aspect of Trey Lance's game, but I hope when we do see him start playing games, hopefully he can march the offense down the field like Jimmy Garoppolo does, because I love the way Garoppolo does that and takes time off the clock and keeps the ball out of Herbert's hand, or really any good quarterback's hands, right?
Well, when we have Mitchell and McCaffrey, it's not like the QB has to do anything great.
You know what
You
we
hand the ball off, you occasionally throw it, right?
yeah, and that's the thing too, because what Flave says here is, "What's up, bro?" I think he's talking to Brian. He says, "Good win. Thought Jimmy played great. Clear Shanahan has no faith in him though, but that's okay. Hopefully the trust comes. He plays well this year." And I disagree with the part where Shanahan doesn't have any faith in him, because of what you just said, David. When we were getting stuffed in the run game and getting second and long, um, you know, I felt like Kyle Shanahan had no hesitation and actually was being pretty aggressive in the pass game, man. We saw a lot of uh, deeper passes for Garoppolo, like, midfield. So, um, and just being able to push the ball downfield and taking the chance on those play calls. I think Shanahan does have some type of confidence in Jimmy this year. And I have heard from the locker room as well that Kyle Shanahan and Garoppolo, their relationship is starting to get better. I think it was one of you guys that said it actually too.
It might have been Bryant, but
Probably.
when it comes down to it, I mean, our future QB is Trey Lance, right? I mean, we're like, let's say we go and win a Super Bowl with Jimmy G. What do you do here? Do you trade Trey Lance for a second round pick and sign
That's
Jimmy G long term, or do you see Trey Lance can do things that Jimmy G can't? He's got that arm strength and deep ball accuracy. I mean, he can throw a deep ball very accurate. It's just
I
his mid range and the dinks and dunks is what he's got to work on. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And then what Trey Lance can also do too is he's got his legs and his athleticism. He can extend the play, which is a defensive back's nightmare, and throw the ball down the field. The unscripted plays.
Yeah.
And I mean, Trey, when it comes down to it, I honestly wonder if Kyle Shanahan doesn't have faith in Trey Lance yet.
Yeah, he definitely
The
does.
play calls that I saw and everything when Trey Lance was the starter, I don't think Kyle Shanahan has faith in him. And it's almost like Trey Lance has to earn it, but how's he going to earn the faith if you're not going to call the plays so we can earn the faith?
Yeah,
You see
not
what I'm
only
saying,
that,
right?
we're going against he's going against a super elite defense that nobody was sure how elite this defense was going to be, before Mosley went down. So in training camp, Dance was going against completion percentage of like 54%. And now you're seeing all these other quarterbacks before Mosley went down were struggling like crazy against his defense. So I think, Kyle Shanahan just kind of jumped the gun on that and got super scared. And of course, that's probably why we signed Jimmy. And, outside of him not getting any great offers from other teams as well. But, I wish we had the convenience because I know there's a lot of reasons why other people don't want to keep Jimmy Garoppolo here, for next year. But let's say we do win the Super Bowl. I wish we had the convenience, man. Maybe it's not realistic where we can have another situation where you talked about where we had Joe Montana as a starter and Steve Young on the bench for years, man, and just a two quarterback locker room would be great. But we're not in a perfect world, man. It's a business at the end of the day, so we got to figure it out. If they were to sign Garoppolo again, Trey Lance might request a trade, so that's rough. And they don't have to grant him his wish of trading him, but
Well, at the same time, I mean, we're about to go into year 3 of Trey Lance's rookie contract, and we haven't
yeah,
seen what he can do yet.
isn't
So
that crazy?
we need him. We need him on the field playing, because the 5th-year option, you have to make a decision on that after year 3.
Yeah,
So next year is very critical, and
yeah,
I mean, and at the same time, it also enables us to sign guys to contracts while he's on his rookie contract, because but if he gets to be a superstar, he's going to be making 50-60 million a season,
yeah.
which is going to hamper our ability to keep our own players or sign free agents that we need.
And that's why he would request a trade because he wants the opportunity to get that contract somewhere, right?
Exactly.
Life changing money. Real quick, Brian Colt makes the point that OBJ would have made that catch. Ooh.
Oh.
And it did come out that OBJ has the 49ers as one of his top teams he wants to go to. So that's been reported as well. Ooh. Ooh. But yeah, man, I think
This is what I've been saying about it. Is he going to have enough targets to make him happy? We have Brandon Ayuk, who's our current leading receiver. We have Kittle. We have Deebo Samuel. We have McCaffrey. We have Jennings. Is there enough targets available to make OBJ happy?
After everything that's happened, I think at this point he has to be happy about being healthy first and foremost, right?
Yes.
This offense is the type of offense to take that pressure off of you to where you can make your plays, have a successful career, win a championship, and build on something where you're not the guy that's relied on to where you injure yourself again. So I think it could be a very great opportunity for OBJ. But I want to ask you about something real quick. And true, Team Kelly, 100%. Jimmy was Mr. Reliable tonight. I think he played great. But did you see the shot of Trey Lance, David? Did you see the shot of Trey Lance on the sideline running excitedly to his players and cheering?
Yes. Yes, I saw that, and I was like, he's up walking around like running. What?
Yeah,
I
he's
was like, huh?
Yeah. That shit
Yeah.
was crazy, bro.
I was very excited about that.
I think I flinched a little bit when I was like, oh shit, where'd this guy come from, man? And I said I was watching Celts Chronicles live stream too, and he's like, what the fuck?
Is that Aaron Banks?
Where?
This here is Corey. That's Corey.
Yeah.
Is that Aaron Banks?
I don't think so. I forget who else he said he took a picture with. I think Omenahu and Juwan Jennings. That might be Omenahu because it looks more like Omenahu.
It does look more like Omenahu.
I want to give Omenahu a shout out real quick, man. We love the interception by Hufanga to close out the game. But if nobody saw, that was caused by Omenahu, man. Somebody who I was worried about earlier in the game, who was laying down on the ground injured and, hurt, I should say, not not injured. He was hurt. So we'll see about the report tomorrow on that. But he got hurt earlier in the game, and Omenahu closes out the game with the deflection, and that's how Hufanga gets the interception to close it out. So that was badass. Shout out to Omenahu, man. Way to come back in the game and make an impact. That was badass, man. Kudos. But yeah, I think that's Corey with Omenahu, if I'm not mistaken. But what do you think about seeing Trey Lance on the sideline?
It was very uplifting because it's like, I mean, just Jimmy G's injury history. I honestly want Trey Lance back on the sideline in uniform. If Shanahan's not going to start him, it is what it is. It's fine.
Yeah, and that's not the smartest thing to do.
We need to have that QB in case something happens to Jimmy, because the team is just that good this year.
There is no reason not to. There is no reason to not let, as long as Trey Lance starts to, come out of that rehab and really get healthy, there's no reason to not let him practice and start suiting up as time goes on, man. Like we're only halfway through the season right now. So there's plenty of time. If he's already walking, man, I think, maybe by week 14, 15, I think you get him practicing, and that'd be badass, man. Like you said, if we get into the postseason and something happens to Garoppolo, knock on wood, you got to have that backup, man. Trey Lance can win. You must win games. He's supposed to be the starter, but we all know what happened with that. So definitely got to get him acclimated. What the hell?
I had to sneeze.
we still heard it, but Brian says, is Jimmy better than Jeff Garcia, or is it too early to call? You know what, man? My initial reaction says no, but I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember too much Garcia, man, but he could throw deep. That's the thing about Garcia. He could throw deep.
Garcia was a winner. I mean, he was like, he could go on a team that's mid-level, and he would take them to the playoffs.
Yeah.
I mean, he knew how to win games. He wasn't that big of a guy, but he could throw the deep ball. Like, he could throw a deep ball.
And he could move.
And, he would extend plays and just he would do things that would be a nightmare for the defense.
Yeah.
100%. And, I mean, Jimmy, I wish Jimmy could, like, run just a little bit faster so we could extend plays and stuff like that. That'd be nice, but, he's just not that guy.
Yeah, I think it's like I said, my initial reaction is Jeff Garcia. There's just a lot more to his game, but Jimmy does have other strengths that Jeff Garcia wasn't as good at. I don't know, it's really tough, but yeah, Jeff Garcia I think takes the cake at the end of the day for sure. Imagine Jeff Garcia with this offense. Oh my God, I think we'd be unstoppable. Holy shit, that's almost like a Trey Lance.
And that's exactly it. Trey Lance is a bigger, badder Jeff Garcia.
Yeah.
But he needs to actually get the reps and get the experience. You know what I mean? Build the chemistry. And
we need to get the experience too, man. We want to see the Trey Lance experience at some point. And not
it was supposed to happen this year. We were supposed to like the way I saw it happening. It's like his first 8 games, he's going to be getting reps, and he's going to slowly be getting better as he goes.
Yeah.
And by now, I would be thinking that he's starting to catch fire, because we're halfway into the season, and he's got his feet wet. He knows the books, knows the ropes. But then, the play calling I saw from Shanahan in the first game and before he got hurt, it was like, what are you doing, dude? He's a passing quarterback. He's a passing quarterback. Call passing plays and let him use his legs to be a thorn in the side of the defense. Don't call QB runs. Just don't call them.
Look at Justin Fields, man. Last week, everybody, or was it last week or was it Thursday night? Yeah, it was last week. Everybody's talking about, look, we should have drafted Justin Fields, man. Look how badass he's looking over there against who was it? I forget who it was. But anyways, if you notice, all those badass runs that Justin Fields was having was on scrambles in open field, right? Open space.
Yes.
They weren't on
Yes.
quarterback power. Come on, dude. And we all saw it since the offseason. We knew that Kyle Shanahan was most likely gonna do this stupid shit and run Trey Lance into the ground because we saw it last year. We're like, as long as he don't do this, we should be all right. And what does he do? He goes back to it. So
Well, and I mean, but when it comes to Justin Fields, he hasn't done anything great. I mean, he's had some good passes, he's had some good games, but I honestly think he's still a project right now too. You
yeah,
know, he's not refined. They just got Claypool. They got him another receiver, so now he has two decent receivers. I mean, we
first year.
never know what Justin Fields was going to be, so that's a whole woulda, shoulda, coulda thing that I don't think even matters, to be honest.
I've seen
You
some
know,
stuff out of Justin Fields that wows the shit out of me, man. He's got a
but
lot of talent.
then
So
he
I
does, he
really
also has those moments that make you go, "What the heck are you thinking?" I
yeah,
think
man.
every NFL quarterback has that though.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
Even thought
even Josh Allen will throw an INT where you're like, "What did you do that for?"
Tom
You
Brady.
know, Patrick Mahomes. That they all do will have a play every now and again. You're looking at them like, "Huh?" But no player is perfect, right?
Yeah. Tom Brady threw it right to a linebacker today. He's looking like Jim past Jimmy
Doesn't
Garoppolo
surprise me.
before.
Did you see
Yeah.
that? Did you see that trick play where Luke
Oh
Fortner or
my
not
God.
they're
Oh
running back
man.
they're
That
running
shit was
back threw the ball, but Tom Brady slipped and fell
flipped.
on the ground completely.
Yeah, that shit was so funny.
I was laughing so hard. Oh man.
It's like you guys did that in practice. I wonder how it looked in practice, man. I bet they were feeling themselves in practice.
Oh,
Oh my God.
it's just funny.
Team Cali says backyard football was nice. Hey, it has been, and for the past, I mean, I guess you could call it the couple weeks, but like when we played the Rams and some of the off-script stuff that's going on has been looking really nice, man. And it looks so much better, like you said, David, when we're not throwing interceptions. So love
Yeah.
it, man. I love that stuff. Uh, Jimmy scrambling helped today, definitely, man. And yeah, I think he has more in the tank too, as far as his scrambling abilities. I did see him take a hit that, you know, I was a little worried about when he did scramble, but yeah, hopefully he gets a little
Whoa,
bit
whoa,
safer than that.
whoa. Whoa there, Bryant. Come on now.
Oh no, Brian, you're fired, bro. uh, no, I'm
Now,
good. You know what?
sit Trey Lance. So we get to the point where we have to option his 5th-year option, and we don't know what he has. You have to do the 5th-year option after the 3rd season they play. Next
You
year is his 3rd season. If we don't play him, then we're obviously not going to do the 5th-year option
well,
because
here's the
they
thing.
don't know what we have.
Here's the
So we
thing.
have to
First,
play him next year.
here's the thing. First and foremost, he says trade Jimmy G. You can't trade Jimmy G next year. He's a free agent.
Yes.
So we can't do that. We're not going to get anything at all for Jimmy G. So if you're bringing in Brady, you're signing him. Jimmy Garoppolo, you're getting nothing for him. He's going somewhere else. I think Jimmy's better for this locker room, man. I, I don't know if it's worth it. I
Well,
think just
when it comes to Brady, he hasn't necessarily looked that great this year either, though.
no.
He is 45, 46. He's not getting any younger, and I honestly see him declining. So I don't know. I mean, I know he was born and raised in the Bay Area and was a 49er fan, but at this point in time in his career, I'm going to say no. But if it was 2020, I'd say let's get him for next couple seasons.
Yeah, if Brady were willing to sit on the bench, I think maybe. But like, oh man, it's tough. If you let Jimmy G go, I think at that point you just go with Lance. And I have said that, I would love to see it for Brady just as him being a fan, because, I would love to do the same thing, come to the 49ers and win a Super Bowl with them, or at least get to play for them, right? But I just think at that point it's just better to play Trey Lance, man. The NFL is just moving in a different direction, and Brady's great and everything, but just to begin with, to learn this offense is something that a lot of people kind of underestimate. And Trey Lance picked it up pretty quick, but Jimmy Garoppolo knows it really well. I don't know how quick Brady would be able to do it.
Well, and like I was saying, we have to exercise Trey Lance's 5th-year option. It's like before May 6th of 2023. No, hold on. I'm trying. Let me get my stuff straight here. It's 22, so that's 23. It would be of 2024. We have to exercise his 5th-year option. So that would be after next season. You know what I mean? In the off season.
Yeah.
But it's like by May 6th or some stupid stuff like that. We have to know if we're exercising that 5th year. And we're not going to know if we're doing that if we get another quarterback and sit him another year. He has to play.
Oh, man. See, that's a tough one, man. I understand wanting to bring Brady in, but that was like 2 years ago, or when was it? It was 2 years ago, right? When Brady won, yeah, when Brady was supposed to be in talks about coming over here, and he ended up going to the Buccaneers. So I think that would have been the time to do it. Now it's kind of weird. So I don't know.
Well, and we also had Jimmy G, but I think it wasn't it after the 2019 season?
Yeah, that's exactly. It was right after that. It was the off season of that year.
And I mean that might have been the season to trade Jimmy G.
Yeah, exactly. He was still under contract. Could have brought in Tom Brady. You say no to Tom Brady. But yeah, at this point, I think you just throw off the whole locker room. So I don't know. Once I start thinking about it a little more, but I don't know, man. I think either way we'd be good. If you do bring in Brady, it'd be cool. If you don't, it'd be cool because we got Trey Lance. And as far as Jimmy
Garoppolo, all kinds of people wanted us to go after Aaron Rodgers too, and I mean, yeah, he beat the choking Cowboys today, but I don't think that's too much of a feat myself. But
well, they do
I
have
would be against it because he's just not. I mean, he's good and he's great. He's one of the best most accurate deep throwers I've seen.
Yeah.
But his kind of attitude, he's a diva.
Yeah.
I call him Karen Rodgers for a reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
But definitely. Yeah, it's one of those. I just don't feel we need to bring in an aging quarterback because we could have had Matt Ryan. We could have had, but what? Look at how he's worked out. He's probably retiring after this year.
Oh man, he better. He better. If anybody signs him, they're tripping.
Dude, honestly,
I'm glad Kyle Shanahan didn't go for him, man. But they were butting heads in Atlanta.
Shanahan he wanted to go after Kirk Cousins, but Kirk Cousins wanted all that guaranteed money, and that's what Minnesota threw at him.
Yeah. There was a really funny meme too. It said that the NFL is just a bunch of Kirk Cousins. And it showed Jimmy G, and it was like handsome Kirk Cousins, and then Kirk Cousins, and then Baker Mayfield was like, I don't know. They had different names for him, but it was all the quarterbacks around the NFL, and it was just like this kind of Kirk Cousins, running Kirk Cousins. But it was pretty on point. Brian says OBJ wants to come to the Niners. I don't think he will need much to make him happy. I agree, man. Yeah, I'm sure. I think he heard us talking about it a little bit, and yeah, I agree. I think this would be the smartest place for him, where he doesn't have too much pressure and can stay away from turf a little bit more. He also says Corey looks like he had a great time. Yeah, man, happy for him. That's dope, man. Pictures with those guys. He said Juwan Jennings, Aaron Banks. What was the first one he said?
I don't quite remember.
Shit.
I'll be on a stream. I'll ask him tomorrow night.
Yeah, I forgot. It was one of the important players. It was Hafunga. That's who it was. Yeah. It was
yeah.
Yeah, Hafunga, Aaron Banks, Jennings, and I think Omenahu. I think it was. Or Samson Ebicon. No. One of those guys. But Ebicon wasn't active today, so
He's injured.
Brian says Jeff was good but didn't have the arm strength. Well, I think he had more arm strength than Jimmy G, but like I said too, I don't have great memory of those times. I'm a little too young. But Jimmy G has the confidence that I don't see from Garcia. And I could see that as far as with the locker room, man, the locker room overall, I think they kind of work hand in hand with giving each other confidence. Like Jimmy Garoppolo just has his overall aura where, he has that Eli Manning effect where he throws an interception and he's kind of it doesn't really affect him mentally. He'll still come out with a smile and continue to do his thing. And then so he continues to have the confidence throughout a game, and I think the team helps him with that too because they have a lot of confidence in him that they'll win games when he's the quarterback. So I think it works hand in hand. That's what I'm saying. Like if you bring in Brady, it might just throw the whole thing off. But yeah, we agree with this one, man. I think that's what we're talking about. Jeff Garcia is a better athlete than Jimmy G. That's as an overall athlete, yeah, different stuff, man. Aaron Rodgers sat. Are you saying so? Aaron Rodgers didn't play today, or
No, he's talking about Aaron Rodgers sat behind Brett Favre, but Jimmy G is not Brett Favre. Tom Brady at this point in his time in his career, I don't know if we should sit our Corvette for the old Corvette. I'm not sure if that's a good idea, but at the same time, like I said, we have to know if we're going to exercise his 5th-year option after his 3rd season, and that's going to be his first full season as a starter if everything goes right.
See, that's the thing. And Brian says here too, if Brady wants to come in, it's hard to say no again. And I understand that completely, man. I just think at this point, with the way the Buccaneers are going right now, and they don't have weapons like the Niners do, and Brady could probably do a lot with this offense, I just think it's Trey Lance time, man. Well, if Jimmy G's not here, we're gonna have to see if Jimmy G.
We do not know what the offseason is gonna bring. And when it comes to Jimmy G, if he stays healthy and we win a Super Bowl, he will more than likely be an Indianapolis Colt or maybe even a Washington Commander.
Yeah, I could see that. Definitely can see that, man. He's gonna go for that money. He wants that bag. He took a pay cut this year, and he's played good. He's proven himself, at least to this point this year. So, hey, like people say, he just wins. So, man,
dude, he's got enough money to the point he could retire, go live somewhere that has a cheaper cost of living, and be happy.
Oh, he wants the bag, bro.
His family be set up for generations. He's made a decent amount of money.
Yeah, fuck it, Jimmy. Just retire. I don't think he doesn't want that.
He's not going to do that. Come on. He's going to go to the Colts.
You're right though about probably that. He wants to go reunite with DeForest Buckner. But
Hey, believe it or not, there's a lot of chatter that DeForest Buckner's not wanting to be an Indianapolis Colt anymore.
oh yeah, who wants to? I don't think anybody wants to.
I mean, I'm looking at that like, come on back, buddy, come on back.
Yeah. Oh man, that'd be great, dude. Hopefully we can work that out in the off season. That'd be dope.
Oh my
But
goodness.
I could,
It is super late, dude, and I got to go to work tomorrow.
yeah, me too. All right, bro. Are you heading out then right now?
Yeah, I better get to sleep.
All right, brother. Well, thanks for calling
All
in,
right.
man.
Thanks for having me on. It's always great.
You're always a great
I'm
co-host,
surprised.
man.
I would say
Thank
I'm
you.
surprised Brian didn't hop on, but he's got family, so he's probably got things going on.
Yeah, yeah, me
But
too.
all
But
right, you have a good night. Good night, Brian.
all
Take it
right, brother.
easy.
Thanks, bro. Take care, man. Later. All right, guys. I'm gonna get to some of the questions here. Brian Culp says, "How are the Packers making it work with Aaron and Jordan?" Um, Jordan? Which Jordan? But I don't know, man. I don't think they are, but they did it against the Cowboys, right? And like one thing, like last year was the Cowboys aren't really tested by a lot. They tend to have really pretty favorable schedules, so I think that's a part of it. They don't really get tested. Oh, Jordan Love. Yeah, you're right. Okay, shit. I should have known that. Whoops. But yeah, making it work with Aaron and Jordan Love. Hey, Jordan Love is not a guy that is going to put too much heat on a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers. But I don't know. It's just really weird with the Aaron Rodgers situation because you give him that big contract, you let Devontae Adams go to the Raiders, and then you guys are just pretty much trash this season outside of this win against the Cowboys. So it's really weird, man. I don't understand why a team, especially like the Packers, would go and give Aaron Rodgers a contract like that. I do not at all whatsoever. I would have understood if you would have kept Devontae Adams around and developed some wide receivers, but when you let Devontae Adams walk, I don't understand why you're doing that with Aaron Rodgers. To just keep yourself relevant, keep because at this point Aaron Rodgers is a name brand, so I think that's probably the investment aspect of it. Because if you bring in Jordan Love, especially if he's not great to come out, your overall stock of the Green Bay Packers is going to fall pretty significantly. So I think that's part of what went on with that. I, and it's just Aaron Rodgers. You're not going to bench Aaron Rodgers, and Jordan Love has no say in it. So especially after the contract Aaron Rodgers just got. So that's what I'm thinking on that, Brian. Team Kelly says Jimmy going to New England or the Colts next season with three Super Bowl. Hey, with three Super Bowl rings. Just might be so. Hey, I don't know. And Commanders is another good call, but I think they have something good in Heineke over there, man. I never understood why they didn't continue to let Heineke progress and build confidence and just build overall like just a good sense of the game because he was doing good last year, and as soon as he came in hot, as soon as he came back this year, once Carson Wentz was out. So I don't get that, but yeah, could see Jimmy going to one of those other teams, man. It's going to be unfortunate. Would be great to have some, like Trey Lance and Garoppolo at the same time. That'd be great in a perfect world, but oh well, it is what it is. It's business at the end of the day, so I'm bracing my heart. I'm just glad we don't have Raider problems. 100% Team Cali, and glad the Raiders are out of Cali and Team Cali, right? So Raiders can kiss our ass. Yeah, I'm glad we don't have Raiders. How do you lose to the Colts, man? Outside of last year when we lost to them when they had Carson Wentz, that was trash. Um, David says Jordan Love is a late first round pick, so his 5th year option is cheap. See, that's the thing. He can develop behind Aaron Rodgers. I don't think he's threatening Aaron Rodgers' spot anytime soon. That makes sense, David. But yeah, guys, some of the stuff I'm going to go over a little bit, and then you guys can kind of give me your thoughts. But yeah, we saw Trey Lance on the sideline during the broadcast. That was badass. I did not expect that. That caught me completely off guard. Made me flinch a little bit, honestly, if I would say. CMC and Mitchell are looking great as a tandem, man. Surprised we didn't see any TDP or anything, right? But yeah, man, CMC and Mitchell, and then Debo's like that third running back. So it's pretty good stuff for the most part. I know there was hiccups here and there, but I love it, man. Really encouraging stuff. I definitely think the 49ers should have whooped that ass in this game, should have dominated, and had like a 31-20 score like I predicted before the game. I felt like the offense was moving the ball very well to where that score was in sight for myself, especially in the second half. I had confidence in the 49ers building momentum in the second half and doing all the adjustments necessary offensively and defensively. So I'm glad we saw some adjustments and we started to score more points. So that was good, but I still think there was more left to desire, right? If if I do say so myself, that's how I feel. I would like to know what you guys think. Um, we talked about the eye you could drop, beautiful pass to Ray Ray, and really, I think Kittle had a really good, nice catch too, man. That was super clutch. I forget what. I think it was third down and long, maybe like a 3rd and 8 or something like that. Kittle made a really clutch catch. Jawan Jennings was great today. The running backs were great. We just said Brandon Ayuk was great. Debo left a lot on the field, I think. Still looking very lackluster. I know people are talking about how he's not in great shape this year. And if that's the case, because I think defenses have caught on a little bit, and plus it's a little stale from the play calling aspect of it with the formations and stuff like that. Definitely think we should see more play action with Debo in the backfield. I don't but I think the creativity is lacking as well as Debo might be out of shape a little bit, but it's like we're midway through the season. If he's going to be in shape at all, this would be the point out at where he's going to start ramping it up and really being in game day shape. So, especially with McCaffrey on the field. So McCaffrey looked great today, man. Elijah Mitchell as well, but McCaffrey was better, and I think he got more carries. And yeah, man, it's pretty great. I'm glad the defense limited Austin Eckler a lot this game. They didn't give up too much to him, so that was good. Defensive line was doing good against Herbert outside of a couple scrambles that he went on, but even a couple scrambles that they caught him on from behind and stuff like that. So that was great. Like I said, man, give me your guys' thoughts. Before anybody leaves this live stream, please like the video, subscribe, all that stuff, please, very much. Would appreciate that. Brian comes in with a thought real quick. He says Debo looks frustrated, and you know what, man? I wouldn't blame him. Um, I think I saw that too. I'm trying to remember what play it was, but I know I know for sure at the end of the game, 3rd and long. I think it was like 3rd and 20 or something like that, and he was about 6 yards or so from getting a first down, and he's kind of looking up at the jumbotron like. So I know I saw that frustration. I know there was another play, and like I said, man, I think the creativity with Kyle Shanahan and the offensive coordinators and the assistant head coach, all that type of stuff. I think the creativity is lacking a little bit when it comes to the Debo Samuel aspect of the offense. When he's in the backfield, you should be play actioning a lot more. Keep the defense on their toes and not make it so obvious as to what you're doing because a lot of times, right when he's in the backfield, he's running the ball, he's getting the ball. So, um, yeah, I mean that's some of my thoughts. Let's see here. Brian says I think winning will help. That's the thing. Winning's going to cure everything. So, definitely so. I think Debo. I understand that he's going to be frustrated and he's not the guy. I'm sure he would love to be the guy, but when you're winning and you have people to take the pressure off of you yourself, I think that's a great thing, and look at it in a positive light, man. This is kind of something that Brandon Ayuk had to deal with last year. So I think Debo just has to roll with the punches and continue to try and get better and get back to what some of the stuff he was doing last year. And I think his time will come. We're going to start to see some of those explosive plays here and there as the season ramps on. And really, I don't think we're going to have to demand that from Debo until the postseason. I think that's when you really unleash him, man. Him, McCaffrey, Ayuk, George Kittle. I can't wait to see what this offense could do in the postseason. You know, I know it's not a guaranteed spot right now, but I'm very confident the 49ers are going to be in the postseason this year. I forget what it was. I think it was like a 61% chance that the 49ers had to make the playoffs before the season started. Now it's at like 56 or 54. So pretty low in my eyes, especially when the NFL commentators that are talking about this stuff, the NFL analysts, they're all the same people that are saying the 49ers are the most dangerous team in the NFL right now. So it's kind of ironic that they're saying that's the 49ers' chances to make the playoffs. But I know that goes off of analytics and numbers, right? So that's another part of it. But yeah, Brian, I agree. Winning cures everything. And especially if Debo can kind of go underrated until the postseason starts and he just explodes again, that'd be badass, man. And exploding in a good way. But yeah, man, I really hope we get to see Trey Lance coming back into the practice and stuff like that. Hope he gets to start suiting up. Very encouraging that we get to see him walking around on his own strength, his own abilities. So, man, that's badass. Like I said, caught me off guard, but I don't see no reason at all whatsoever not to start practicing him once he's able to. You know, practice him out of the pocket where he needs to develop his game from, and hopefully build him some confidence too. That'd be great. Practice is the time to do it. Help have him run the scout team first and foremost is one of the great things. Give good looks to the defense, right? So that'd be great, man. Especially once you start getting him mobile again, once he's able to get to that physical aspect of being healthy again, that's going to be great for the scout team, right? Because we're going to face some more mobile quarterbacks coming into the future. David McNew says we're at 71%. See, and I think he's talking about the chances to make the playoffs. And I think what I was talking about was during the game, like the 49ers hadn't won yet. So yeah, it got bumped up to 71%. And the Sea Chickens is 72%. That's crazy, man. They just lost to the Buccaneers, and they're still higher than us. I don't understand that. We're 3-0 in the division, and they have one more win, but I don't know. We're just gonna have to wait and see. And a lot of people are getting scared of the Seahawks, man. I don't see it. We whooped their ass. I understand we had Mosley at the time, so our defense was super elite at the time when we faced the Seahawks. But okay, Mosley went down, but now we got CMC, so that kind of makes up for it, right? Because this offense is starting to get to a different level with McCaffrey on the field now. It's adding to our strength. Brian says the Niners can definitely make a run. We could get the second seed if Vikings start slipping. Hopefully, man. And you know what? I was super shocked that the Vikings got the win today. I know I heard that Josh Allen. I didn't get to really watch any of the games today, guys, but I heard Josh Allen fumbled in the end zone, basically, or something like that, um, right before the end of regulation. And so that really messed up the Bills. But just for the Vikings to really be competitive in that game and have a chance was really surprising, man. I thought they were going to get their ass whooped. And I think when I was checking the scores during the game, one of the last times that I checked it before I saw the final score, I think the Bills were up like 20 to 11 or something. I don't know, 24 to 11 or some weird score. So yeah, crazy stuff, man. We'll see. We'll see how good the Vikings can do down the stretch. But I hope we get the second seed. We'll see if the Eagles, if they start declining. They're 8-0 right now, so we're gonna have to see what happens with that. Lambs are 13% to make the playoffs. Yeah, I don't think anybody's expecting for the Rams to make the playoffs at all. Red chickens are at 11%. That's crazy. They're lower than the Rams. That's ridiculous. I don't know about that one. I mean, I know the percentage, it's put up by the NFL analysts, but myself, from like the way I see it, I think the Cardinals would be ahead of the Rams. I don't think the Rams really got anything going for them right now. I mean, look at it. They had backup against backup today, and Colt McCoy whooped on the Rams like he was their starter, like he was a starting quarterback for the Cardinals. So, after the performance today, the 49ers came out a little rusty to start the game, the first half of the game. Didn't look too great. Didn't see what I expected to see in this game after a bye week. But, I did kind of expect some rust coming out of the bye week, but I don't know. I thought it was going to have more of a positive effect. Didn't seem to. Hopefully, it's all shaken off now. 49ers are going to face the Cardinals on Sunday night football or Monday night football. Have an extra day to prepare. That's going to be badass. I'm a little worried, man. This is a division opponent, and people have asked me like, what opponent am I most worried about in the second stretch of the season? And the Cardinals, um, I probably wouldn't say that I'm most worried about them, but out of the division, out of the NFC West, I would worry most about the Cardinals. First of all, the unknown. We haven't faced the Cardinals at all this season yet. Uh, they've had our number for a little while. I think we split with them in 2019, and last year we we got shut out by them. I think that's needless to say, but with both quarterbacks, right? They said pick your poison. You got Kyler Murray, he's gonna whoop your ass. Colt McCoy, he's gonna whoop your ass. But that was last year. This is a different year. The Cardinals are not looking very good, so I don't know, man. It worries me a little bit, man. And people think it's the Seahawks that we need to worry about, especially since we're going to play them in Seattle. But to me, it's the Cardinals. So we're going to have to wait and see. And it's supposed to technically be an away game for the 49ers. So we'll be wearing white, but it's a pretty neutral stadium. And there will most likely be more 49er fans there too. So Mexico City, guys, next week, Monday Night Football. You guys stay tuned, please. I think I'll be doing a live stream tomorrow. I know I say that sometimes and I don't do it, but if I don't do it tomorrow, then Tuesday for sure. But I'm going to try and do a live stream tomorrow night after work. And I really appreciate everybody tuning in. Please like and subscribe, like I said, before you leave. And yeah, man, I really appreciate you guys. Hope everybody has a great night.